Hello to my Scorpios. Happy new moon in Cancer. Scorpios, let's get right into it. Let's jump right into your reading. Hopefully, you all are having a great day, Scorpios. Again, happy new moon in Cancer. I'm a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships. Well, all right now, that's a great thing. That's right. Keep speaking it into existence. Keep speaking it into existence. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. As you hear every reader say that if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate, right? It doesn't resonate. You're not on that frequency. All right. Everything does not resonate with everybody in every reading. You may hear bits and pieces that resonate with you. Some things are used to be passed on to somebody else that may need some answers to some things that's going on with them. Channel anxiety 292. Create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. Your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief that you are experiencing can be overwhelming. Your angels are with you presently. They urge you to channel those emotions into positive distractions. Clear your energetic space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. Take a bath or a shower or go swimming if possible. That's great advice. Great advice. Yeah, salt baths, deep sea salt baths are good. Showers, swimming, if somebody is near a pool. Yeah, it's just kind of breaking up the monotony of whatever your day is. Something could have ended with two energies who you may feel like cause you some kind of a disruption in your peace, right? And something could cause you anxiety, or it could be something like that's in between. Like something may have come in between you and somebody that's cause you a lot of anxiety. And so you want to put that energy out to the universe. I am a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships, right? So someone could have yeah, come in between something. So, but yeah, you're not giving people power. You're not giving human beings that power to cause you to, repel harmonious, peaceful, healed relationship. You don't want to repel. No, 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 no. Let's get into your reading. Let's get right into some tarot here. Yeah, let's get into some tarot here. Let's see what's going on with these cards. So yeah, continue being a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships by just putting that out into the universe. If you're watching tarot, like a lot of people watch tarot or whatever's on social media, some things, there's a lot of challenges on TikTok where people are talking about a lot of different things on TikTok. A lot of stories are popping up about different people and this person doing this and that person doing that. If that is causing you to be anxious, so it's like, okay, that's your ear gate and eye gate. Protect it. Protect it, protect it, protect it. Yeah. Yeah, here was a moon card. Something has been, your psychic abilities could be overwhelming for a lot of people. It could literally be a bit much for a lot of people, right? Here we have the Page of Wands here. Yeah. Something could feel like there's a fire. There could be a fire energy that came between you and somebody. I don't know. Yeah, here's a King of Wands here. Something about your energy does not look like for some people, they don't know whether this is what's interesting about your energy. This is a lot of people. Some people, until they get to know you, they don't know whether you're joking or you're serious. That's what I'm getting. Somebody has a very like a military kind of structure to them, um, or like you're very organized in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You don't have to have a military background, but just somebody who's very organized. Um, Something about you because people read your energy differently, right? It's like people are split like this right here. People are split when it comes to your energy. Some people feel like you're enlightening them, so they're like, oh, okay, it's funny, right? This person is just they're just fun, right? They're fun to be around. Like I can compliment Scorpios all day long on my channel, but if somebody has had a horrific experience with a Scorpio, then nothing that I say or any other reader says could change their mind. They could be fixated on that. They could just be fixated like nothing. I don't care what you tell me. This person, Scorpio, is shady. Mm-mm. They love to compete. Whatever, right? Somebody can back me up. That's how they are. Such and such and such and such, all day long. But they could be talking about themselves. They could be reflection. It could be a reflection of who they are. They could just be overwhelmed by something, right? For you as a Scorpio, you just being a Scorpio, right? Who I'm trying to think who hasn't had an encounter. Okay, who hasn't had an encounter with the Scorpio being direct? Some people can handle Scorpios being direct, and some people cannot handle Scorpios being direct. Some people would just bust out laughing, and some people be like, "Oh my God, you're so mean." I mean, it just depends. It just depends on where people are, in their journey. Some people are like, "You're so crazy," and you just move on, right? It just depends. It just kind of sort of depends. So I feel like people are split when it comes to you all, Scorpio. Some people believe you, some people don't. Some people believe you being shady, some people don't believe you being shady. Some people, I mean, um, yeah. So you're gonna have to make a decision, like in terms of like your partnerships and things like this. Here's the partnerships. Some kind of partnerships, some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. Um, but you will be making a decision. You'll be making some kind of a decision. You're making some kind of a decision. I've talked to enough people that say they like Scorpios. I've talked to enough people to say, you know, their belief is their belief. Looking at the cards here, I feel like there's a message coming through to you that someone is saying that they have your back with something in terms of making a decision because something has been overwhelming. But I feel like for you, God has your back. That's most importantly because if you're waiting for a person, place, or thing to say they have your back, anything could come up. Anything could come up. So somebody's learning how to see something from a higher frequency. Yeah, they could be caught in traffic. Um, Somebody could change their mind. Remember, if people are in survival mode like this, there's somebody is always looking to take their top spot. Somebody on their job could be looking to take their top spot. Literally, they could be waiting on a decision to be made for some kind of a partnership in their job, right? And they could already be overwhelmed. And guess what? You may think, oh, they were lying that they said they were going to have your back with something. And so source is saying, yeah. So here's a page of swords here. Yeah. What you have in common is that somebody's an open book. Like you're an open book. You're an open book, right? And it makes people walk like they're on eggshells. It makes people feel like they're on eggshells. But I also feel like looking at you, it gives people a lot of ideas too. It gives people a lot of ideas. Um, high vibrating Scorpios are high vibrating Scorpios. This feminine energy is receptive, whether you're a man or woman. Even just saying that, some people would take that wrong. But we're talking about balance. We're talking about by default. We're talking about receptive energy, right? That's feminine energy. But of course, obviously, you're taking some kind of action here, right? Um, your Yeah, because something has been overwhelming. Somebody's being an open book. But again, like I said before, source is saying to you, you making a decision. A lot of people have a lot of things in common. A high vibrating Scorpio is passionate, resourceful, brave. Low vibrating Scorpio is jealous, secretive, and obsessive, right? So again, somebody has to make sure that you are somehow not connected to energies who are because we start out with fire here, who are being shady because something was done to someone, you know, behind closed doors here that just really ended someone's spirit. Yeah, and this is someone's child. And this is also what people have in common too. So it's like when people are saying being an open book, um, looking at the cards here, a lot of people have a lot of things in common here. Yeah, here's the Hermit card. So this is sixth house, this is Virgo, this is third house, this is Gemini, this is 12th house, this is Pisces, this is ninth house, this is Sagittarius. You have all of these in your birth chart. All of these in your birth chart. So yeah, so source is saying to you, somebody has an opportunity to walk away, toss something into a burning bowl and walk away from something. I feel like there's a fire energy who is not telling somebody everything. Just looking at this page of wands here, somebody's not telling somebody everything. Somebody just saying, I got your back, I got your back, I got your back. The source is saying somebody's just waiting to pounce on something, but somebody's not telling somebody everything. Looking at this card, looking at these cards here. Here we had a 10 of swords here. So, something is going on behind your back because you're thriving, right? So somebody is something having to do with, you know what, the energy I'm picking up from this reading here is like stuff going on in secret for a whole lot of energies, and something is really about to come to light for a whole lot of energies. Like, ooh, there's a lot of talking going on here. There's a lot of talking going on here. Yeah. And so people are talking about being a team. And so this is really about what you put your energy into, because what source also has for somebody is a leadership position. So it really depends on what you put your energy into. The moon is in Cancer, is where everybody should be in, kind of in their shell, just kind of thinking about, okay, what do I want to create? What do I want to put my energy into? Do I want to put my energy into something I may not have full knowledge of? This could be on somebody's job. This could be on somebody's job. Mm-hmm. This what your reading feels like. This what your reading feels like, Scorpio. This feels like a lot of office gossip. That's what this reading feels like. It feels like a lot of office gossip. And what source is trying to put you into is a leadership position, something that people would not have normally chosen you for. Um, Okay, I had to make a little bit more room for you all with this video. But yeah, this sounds like office stuff. This sounds like something is going on in your office. But this is what a lot of people have in common. You're an open book. You're sharing things because you're a leader already. This is you. You are a leader, right? Remember, this tarot is genderless. You're already a leader. You're putting a team together. You're a person who puts teams together, right? And his fire lets me know that there's competition. People are competing for a particular, possibly leadership position. And how you're making connections in personal and professional life is when people are an open book, people are going to choose whether to believe this is what this is, believe you're being shady, or people are going to believe you're just being funny. It just depends. It just depends. Depends. So, like you are fixed sign, Leo is a fixed sign here. Who else is a fixed sign? Well, this is Virgo, this is Gemini. These are mutable signs, but they're both ruled by, and this is perfect. This is a perfect depiction here. Okay. This could be one person, right? This is one person, right? The divine masculine to divine feminine energy, but that energy is directed outward. Remember, Gemini's energy is masculine energy, meaning that it's as active, like it's speaking to something, right? So communicating, how it communicates, right? This is receptive energy like yours. It's earth energy receptive, right? So how you send out a message and how someone receives a message could be completely different. But remember, these are still ruled by the same planet. It's still ruled by Mercury, right? Mercury is the messenger communication planet. Some people right here, like I said, are still stuck in this right here, throwing up a baton, like they're a majorette, throwing up a baton, still in competition mode, still telling people, I got your back, I got your back. Some people feel like they don't need anybody. God has their back. The Lion of Judah has some people's back. They can stand on their own. That could be you. You could be a person that's like, no, you got it. You can stand on your own. You're a person you're free, right? You're active, you're free, you know, this is something is not a competition, you can speak for yourself, whatever. So how people are going to choose to believe what they want to believe is the whole point. It doesn't matter what area of life you're learning how to see something from a higher frequency. That's what I'm saying here. This is a temperance card. Some people have resolved some things within themselves, some people haven't resolved things within themselves, but a lot of people have a lot of things in common. That's what it looks like here. A lot of people have a lot of things in common. So, but you're deciding what you're putting your energy into because there's a leadership position for you. So it's just saying, hey, you're going into your shell during this moon in Cancer, and you're saying you're deciding what you're putting your energy into and what you're not putting your energy into, and that's just it. That really is just it. I feel like there are some people just like this lion on this card. They're just sitting there, just waiting for you to say something to justify them not putting you into some kind of leadership position. I mean, that's just it, you know. Because what you got going on behind closed doors could be a lot the same thing what a lot of people got going on behind closed doors. But somebody is trying to justify not putting you into a leadership position. They just looking for anything to pounce on. That's why this if this is a leadership position, somebody may want to start following some people. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just making a recommendation. There's some people on Instagram like um, HR managers and things like that. Not that you're looking for a new job, but there are quite a few people who give a lot of excellent tips. Lots of excellent tips. Um, because somebody, the same energy that's competing with you, looking at this right here, the same energy that's competing with you is the same energy that's saying they got your back for something, right? Um, Somebody's competing with you for a leadership position, some kind of a top spot. The same one that says, and a lot of people have the same thing in common. And somebody is almost like they just been waiting for an opportunity to say they're gonna back you up, but they're still shady. They could still be shady. It's the fire energy. Doesn't matter if it's sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but sort of saying something is exposed. Yeah, there's two energies out there. One is coming across as meek as a lamb, and one is coming across as like they're in survival mode, right? And so Source is saying, but they're the same energies. They're the same. They're waiting for something to pop off so they can pounce on something. So Source is saying, but you could be overwhelmed with stuff at work, and so it's like you're gonna have to choose like what you giving energy to. Some energy is just waiting on something to pounce on. So somebody feels like they have the backing of an organization. Looking at the Hierophant card here, they have a backing. They have the backing of um, a Taurus, possibly, because I'm looking at this on their team. Somebody feels like they have the backing of a Taurus on their team. So whatever it is, whoever, I don't know who the Taurus would be. It can either be the organization or a Taurus, right? A religious organization. Yeah. So somebody is a crossroad right here. You could be at a crossroad. You could be feeling like you're at a crossroad with something. Looking at your cards here, like kind of do you want to put energy into something or do you not want to put energy into something? So you could be at a crossroad. But somebody is kind of sort of feeling like you are on your high horse, like this right here, like this, sitting on top of, like you're sitting in the middle of something, right? But you're at a crossroad. So emotionally, you've hit the jackpot. So you're walking away from something. You're walking away from two situations, and emotionally, you feel like you hit the jackpot because again, you are you're being rewarded. This is the answer to something. You've already won something because what you have in common with a lot of people in a personal or professional life, this is a lover's card here, is how you send out messages could be different than how people receive messages. That is why readers say all the time, creators, right here, creatives, right here, from the creator. This 10 right here, this is North Node, right? When you're operating in North Node, like when you're operating in purpose, that source has already qualified you for, right? You're helping to bring other people into their North Node. It's like you're helping to guide people into the light. So a lot of things that is done in the dark, whether it was true or not, are going to be brought to light. Some people are going to respond to it and some people are not. That's why source is saying to you, look, you're putting an end to something. You're putting an end to something. You're walking away from something because it's like people are just going, yeah. Like I said, you're a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationship. Some people just sit back and just wait and just want to pounce on something, but you're in a leadership position is waiting for you. You're like, hey, somebody said in hindsight, I'd have walked away from something a long time ago because I'd already hit the jackpot. Like in terms of your gifts, in terms of your spiritual gifts, in terms of a psychic, yeah. So somebody has new love coming across their path. Not only is somebody getting a leadership position, but love is coming across somebody's path. That's one of somebody's wishes being fulfilled. Is love. Now, who is this love interest? Inquiring minds want to know. So it looks like you could be the person that could be in hermit mode. This could be you in hermit mode, right? And so, and your gifts, your psychic gifts could be overwhelming for a lot of people because if you're in hermit mode, right? Like people already think that Scorpios are secretive as it is, right? And I think it's because y'all are trying to process the depth of your emotions, right? And so once you start talking about something, people are going to receive it however they receive it, right? You literally could be talking about a butterfly and somebody could be thinking something else. But anyway, so it's saying to you, you are making a decision in some kind of a partnership in business and or in love, and somebody is deciding that they're going to go ahead and go for this leadership position because that's, I mean, somebody, hey, why not? Why not? You already made a decision. You're deciding where you putting your energy. Some things don't even really need your energy. Some things don't even really need your energy. So yeah, so this new moon in Cancer is going to be great. Like I've been saying in my readings, for people who are really creative energies, you are about to create something for you that you can protect. That is for you. You're gonna feel like you hit the jackpot because somebody is not wasting all that. And somebody just a very creative energy. If your sun or moon sign is water, it's like you got extra water, right? So as soon as your back is against the wall, guess what? You tap right in. You tap in the source. Other people, when they feel like their back is against the wall, this is the elements. When some people feel like their back against the wall, they pounce on something. They're reactive. You, when your back is against the wall, you go right into creativity mode. And people are like, well, where did they go? Why they walk away from something? Because an idea came across your mind. That's how a lot of people are. They go right into, they go, okay, you know what? I did think of a book I wanted to write. I want to create a makeup line. I did want to create, this home. What's it? Y'all know the stuff that they sell at the stores. Anyway, here we have the Two of Swords here. Your ancestors had been in your ear to create something. They have been in your ear, but somebody had to get people out of their ear. Your ancestors have been in your ear. hmm These energies have been waiting to pounce on something to say that you're depressed, you got your back against the wall, you're this and that, you're overwhelmed, you're this, they just waiting to pounce on something. And this is what a lot of people have in common. So yeah, somebody's waiting to sacrifice you after all the sacrifices that you made. So Source is just saying to you, listen, you'll be applying for a leadership position. He was just sitting there waiting to pounce. Yep, so here we have 7 of Cups here. 4 and 7 is 11. So somebody is getting off the fence and enlightening themselves more about, this is something that you're creating though, but you're enlightening yourself more about, I want to say in the spiritual sense though, the duality of just the duality of everything, numbers, colors, um, yeah, just the duality of everything is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, that's what you and somebody are doing. You and somebody are tapping into something. So yeah, somebody could also be getting married too. Here was the 5 of Pentacles too. Something is coming right to your door. Somebody is coming right to your door. Somebody is coming right to your door. Um, and this is somebody who that you may have thought was a part of your team before, but now for sure they're coming back to your door. They're coming back to your door because somebody is really somebody is really um and they were cold towards you at first. This could be a Taurus that was a part of your team, but somebody is coming back to you because something about their energy, it doesn't have to be their sun sign, by the way. Um, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because I'm looking at the 5 of Pentacles here, to work with you on something. Somebody is coming back to you to work with you on something. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're coming back like King of Cups, like emotionally mature, like, like they poured into somebody that, like I said before, somebody's coming back to work with you, but they're a lot more emotionally mature, like they just like more of a leader. It's like somebody's basically saying, so there's two parts to this. Two parts to this, Scorpio. So one, if you are a person who is single and ready to be in a romantic relationship, somebody new is trying to come in. That's one. That person is emotionally mature. Like they are right there where you are. They're right there where you are. If you have vibrational, you're emotionally mature. They're not worried about they're tapped in just like you are. They're saying, hey, this could be in business and or in love. They're just as tapped in. Like when they go quiet, you know how they're thinking. They're thinking like, okay, what new can we create? Right? Their mind is not even thinking about if they said something that somebody's gonna think, okay, gosh, is somebody gonna pounce on every little thing that they say? They're too busy drowning in their creative thoughts. Like, okay, can I create this? Can I create that? Right? Something is like so in alignment. This was I'm saying, you are a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships. Um, because of all the sacrifices that you've already made, right? Just in terms of, it's like, what I'm picking up on for you all Scorpios? It's like somebody is oozing with creativity, whoever you are. And I'm telling y'all, this moon in Cancer, if somebody don't hop on it and take advantage, I don't even know what to say for real. Like somebody need to be in the house writing down notes. I mean, notepad, just all I can say, taking advantage of it. Yeah, but so somebody from your past wants to come back in, right? Um, somebody wants to come back in, and you understand why they want to come back. Whoever this energy is, it could have been somebody you work with or somebody who you were in a romantic relationship with, somebody from your past who could not see your sort of like a child, like a playful nature, something like that. They couldn't really see it. They when their back was against the wall, they were ready to fight, like fist fight, like ready to, swing on somebody. Like, okay, who has this? What in the world? You, like when your back is against the wall, you're like, I like to create. Like what? Mm-mm. You're just on a different frequency. You like to create, right? And so, um, a lot of people are drawn to your energy because they know how creative you are, whoever you are. It doesn't really matter what your job title is. But somebody is a very compassionate leader. Something about your energy, and this is what you have in common with some energies. You're just a very compassionate leader, whoever you are. And some people are just kind of sort of figuring that out. They kind of, something way just how you're wired. It's how you're wired, right? So something is coming to an end with somebody, and now you're like, okay, I'm on the rebirth side. I'm on the rebirth side. I like to create, like, mm-mm. Somebody totally gets it. Like somebody totally gets when you're around other creatives. It just, you look up and, oh, you forgot to get some sleep. You're just that passionate about what you're creating. So anyway, that's what I'm saying here in your cards. Let's say anything else, source. Anything else for my Scorpios? Let me see what's going on. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, anything else? Yeah. Yeah, somebody's just very passionate about creating. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're creating paintings or something, art or something. And so when people are, coming in, they just ready to pounce on something and just, nitpick and attack and all of this other stuff. That's something as far as you're concerned. You're like, what? If we have hermit cards, are you about to go into hermit mode? Did I see the hermit? Yeah, hermit. Yeah, but you and somebody about to go into hermit mode. You and somebody about to go into hermit mode. It is about to be creativity time, okay? It's about to be fun times in terms of creativity. Six of Wands here. Somebody gonna end up getting an award for something that they created. Some kind of recognition or something that you created. The boss, being the boss. I'm telling you, somebody's a very compassionate leader. Somebody's about to get some kind of recognition for something that they created. Because Source has your back. Mm-hmm. Let me see something. It is high vibrational too. It's not preying on anybody. It's just like I said, let's see, Page of Wands here. An active kid, a student, a new project, freedom, exploration, excitement, this kind of thing. Yeah, Page of Wands here. Yeah. What about this? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like looking at your cards here, some energies are so busy trying to use something to say they have your back in terms of creating something for evil, because that is where their shade is, right? But I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's high vibrational. I feel like that's why some people think that you're on some kind of a high horse, but it's your creativity that you're saying no, no, People have been, I feel like, misunderstanding you as being shady. Source is saying you and somebody else is being shady, but Source is saying to you, you're creating something that you're going to get something award winning. That is, somebody could be writing a book. It's a moon card. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's the King of Cups here. Mm-hmm. Yep. So something is coming through that is going to, I'm telling you, it's literally going to mirror something. This is what you and somebody going to have in common. It's going to mirror someone else's something. It's going to mirror something else that you're going to, it's going to look like somebody copied something right off of somebody's. And it could have been, it's a lot of things to this reading here because what I'm also seeing too is that we have the Queen of Pentacles here, that someone is quite resourceful in terms of, you know, mirroring people's computers and mirroring people's phones. That's what I'm also seeing here too, because somebody used somebody to get behind closed doors into someone's house. They were on a team, a Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus use someone to use their key to get into someone else's house to mirror a lot of things, their technology. Source is saying something is going to almost seem like it's carbon copy mirrored someone else's, but it's going to also bring you back to like, okay, something is too coincidental. So here we have Eight of Cups. So somebody's just kind of sort of walking away, disillusionment, like kind of sort of leaving behind, because it's kind of a time for change because somebody is just like, okay, there's a looking at the cards here, was hidden is some kind of an obsession. That's really what this is, because somebody actually mirrored someone's computer and mirrored somebody's phones and all of this other stuff, just being shady, and somebody saying, well, I got your back, you know, you did something first, and or whatever, who knows. But source is saying somebody being an open book, about things, um, gave people a whole lot of ideas about some things. Here, the Page of Pentacles here gave people a whole lot. And this is what you are, like I said, open book. But anyway, you can't really copy an original. So here we have Page of Pentacles here. So somebody is dealing, like I said, somebody is dealing with somebody. This is what a lot of people have in common. A lot of people will say they have your back, but they're secretly competing with you. That's what this really boils down to. So whatever you create, they're going to say that they created the same thing just to create distractions for you when you were an open book. Oh, I was in the house. I've been working on such and such and such and such, just to get you to throw something away, toss it into a burning bowl and walk away from something. And so here we have reversed. So yeah, to cause you to be confused, overloaded, you know. So yeah. And you got Two of Swords upright and Two of Swords reversed. So for you to walk away and be confused. So Source is saying, listen, um, somebody has been around someone's shady family, talking to them, and the family has been an open book about a lot of something. So somebody has enough information to copy. Again, your sun or moon does not have to be Scorpio. I'm talking about eighth house. Somebody has been chained to someone's family long enough to get as much information about somebody, just copy something, like literally copy somebody, the way they look, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they do this and that. And this is what a lot of people have in common, copycats. So yeah, here we have Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, if somebody by any means necessary, they want a luxurious life, Nine of Pentacles. If they got to copy and paste everything. So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So Source is saying you have a leadership position coming up here, and something is coming to your door. Something or someone is coming right to your door, who is quite resourceful to help you with something. Um, and yeah, they have they're coming with, they're saying they have like a new job, new idea, new something, but it's somebody who copies someone else's idea. That's why you got to be careful about something too. because you are a compassionate leader. And something about somebody coming to you, they're being shady on purpose. And that's why they're coming to you saying, oh, somebody else has my back. Somebody else knows that I've been working on something such and such and such and such. But something about their energy already lets you know they like to be center of attention. Again, like I said, these energies are shady. So it's saying to you, them giving you any kind of idea where you know ahead of time how they operate, how they feel like they got a key, like I said, to someone's home, or key to someone, talking to somebody's kids or family or whomever the case may be. I'm telling you, this is what you and somebody have in common. That's why you got the Two of Swords here. It's you and somebody have this in common. Somebody has literally copied somebody's entire life here. And that's what Source is saying, is giving you another opportunity to walk away from something. Is what they've been doing behind closed doors. So again, somebody feel like, okay, oh, they hit the jackpot. They feel like something, whoever this energy is that says they have your back and something, and I'm going to go ahead and close this out. It's something that's just going to be on repeat again. Same old, same old. Some energies broke into somebody's computer. They found some information, or cloning their phone, right? Somebody who, like I said before, sacrificed a lot and somehow are trying to drag you into something. And that's the number, that's your number 8. Your card is the 8th card, right? You are rules 8th house. Well, Scorpio rules 8th house, right? Still trying to keep you chained to something. Yeah, so that's why you're channeling your anxiety. Something about you are going to say, okay, enough is enough. I need to do a burning bowl ceremony. I need to stop being connected to this energy, and I need to do a energetic clearing. I mean, for real. That's why this is. It's some kind of energetic clearing, complete and total energetic clearing altogether. The energy, all they do is just, that's how somebody has become 9 of Pentacles. Something about your ideas are original. I mean, like, everybody has original ideas. It's like every little thing, you can't copy every little thing. This energy won't be able to copy every little thing, but they try. But there's something that somebody that you're connected to, family member or somebody, friend or something, they have some kind of way of tapping into um so it's time to do a sacral chakra cleanse, because somebody's about to walk away from something in total disillusion. Like, this energy is obsessed. Like, it's like they can't stop themselves. Like, somebody is literally stuck here. Somebody is stuck in competition mode. They're obsessed with competing with people, no matter how they got to compete. So you can be leaving some energies behind. They can't help themselves. Back straight and walk away. Somebody has a bitter ex-lover that wants them. They met their match. Your ex was on an assignment. Ex does not mean ex-love interest. It could mean an ex-friend, ex-family member you don't talk to anymore. But somebody is hanging around some shady people who are very low vibrational. I don't know who this is. We're always saying they got somebody's back. But what else are they up to? Like, entering into people's home. Like, that's why as a compassionate leader, you're walking away from something right now, and you're saying, you know what, I don't want to have to go through something I already went through before. I already went through, like being sacrificed before. I don't want to have to go through that again. I don't want to have to go. I'm just walking away from it. Somebody felt like they found, oh, I guess what I found. Guess what I found? I was able to get this information. I can't tell you how I got the information, but this is how I got it. It's like, oh God, I don't even want to be attached to it. Don't even want to be attached to it. That's why you ain't listening to them this time. Whoever this energy is, you already blindsided before. You ain't listening to these energies no more, because they up to something. They up to something. They found some information that they weren't supposed to be tapped into. Yeah. So the new one is extra special. Yep, the new one is extra special. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self, and at what age did you work on your shadow self? Yeah. Your inner child is very proud of you too. So something is not as deep as you think. The curse is now broken, and it's only because you're the one that's breaking the cycle. You're breaking a chain, cycle, and curse. Some people had just got mixed up with some shady people. Family members got mixed up with some shady people. They always found something, but can never tell. And somebody accuses you of being so secretive at everything. But I'm telling you, they can never tell you how they came across. Well, I can't really tell you, how I came across such and such because you're at a crossroad right now. But source is saying to you, somebody's coming to your door. They are quite resourceful. And source is saying to you, that is where it's gonna make the difference as because they've been working on something all day, 8 hours a day. Source is saying that is where if they want a whole new lease on life, somebody gonna have to do something the legit way. That's what this is. This is a family member. They're going to have to do something the legit way because you are a compassionate leader and somebody you I feel like you got a family member or somebody as a leader. I feel like somebody could have possibly a regular job and then also you could have a business for yourself. You could have several businesses. And this type of an energy, if you give them a key to your house because of the way their mind thinks, because they already feel this is a family member. They already feel really low about themselves, and they've already been around shady people who try to make them feel lower and lower. Oh, I got your back with this. I got your back with that. The seed has already been planted with somebody. It's already been planted with them. Yeah. So forge a new path. I don't know why I think I'm talking. This has to be a particular generation, and I don't even want to say which generation because I'm not trying to offend any generation. It could be any generation. Um, That's why you travel in some parts of the world, you'll see certain signs like beware pot. What are they? Pocket pickpocketers or whatever. Yeah, but forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. Somebody's friend or family member really don't think that they can be anything different than being around shady people who do low vibrational stuff that really makes people sick to their stomach. They really don't believe that they are like their confidence level has to, increase. So something I feel like you're gonna be working with some energies to help them build their confidence. That's what I feel like. Here we have exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here and right now. Something about I feel like for some reason source is using you to mentor somebody. I feel like source is using you to pour into. I feel like source is using you to pour into um possibly two people, maybe a married couple. Something about your energy. Spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. Yeah. So you'll be making a final decision about something, but something at first I think is going to have you flabbergasted. Like, how in the world somebody knows how to do all of this stuff? Like, worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Yeah. So yeah, some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. Um, and I do feel like somebody is getting married, but what you are getting away from are people who are committed to misreading your energy. That's what this really boils down to. You people who are committed to misreading your energy because somehow they like to link up with people who already have low self-esteem and it creates a nightmare. Something has created a nightmare. And this could be somebody's child. I'm looking at inner child here. So this could be somebody's child who also has an inner child who's been feeling like this just want to be part of something since they were little. They just want to be a part of something. Yeah. That's another thing you have in common too. Even if everybody was talking about you behind your back, you just cut people off. in love, and I'm serious. Yeah, you ain't like I said. You just break the curse. You just cut people off. You like you moving on. So, but I feel like there's a married couple that maybe need your or a couple that maybe need your nurture. I mean, that may need your something, mentoring or something happening here. All right, that's what I have for you. Hopefully, this is helpful. Yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Rest. So, source saying, get some rest. Yeah, get some rest. Get some rest. Get some rest. Here's the Six of Cups here. Yeah, yeah. Some kind of somebody created some kind of resentment. Somebody's family, the child, is like hates the mother behind their back, like giving the mother the mean look, the evil eye behind their back. But that was somebody's family who did that, and I feel like that's what you have in common, right? So you're walking away from all of that. Something happened with someone's dog. Here we have the you may be getting a dog. You maybe be planting some new flowers or something like that. But somebody's getting away from all of the toxicity altogether. So somebody could be getting a dog. So you could be getting a dog. So somebody has full working knowledge of something where they may go get a dog from. Yep. Yeah. So congratulations on somebody having love in their life and all the sacrifices that you made. But somebody could be getting a dog. Um, hmm But yeah, that's what I have for you. Um, Yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, hopefully everybody's getting some rest on this new moon in Cancer and thinking about what you're creating because somebody is definitely tapped in. I mean, definitely tapped in. I mean, emotionally. So you could be you could be writing a book, but yeah, you don't. Something about somebody bringing something back to you, some information back to you. It's almost like you're gonna have to check every little thing that they bring back to you because something feels like it could end up being plagiarized. Like, oh, child. Mm-mm-mm. Like they copied something that you're gonna end up later on walking away. Like I wish I had just double checked and asked questions, asked more questions. I wish I was inspired to ask questions. Who backed you up on this? Who worked on this with you? Like something's, yeah. Who all was involved? I mean, who helped you create something? Like, yeah, somebody is just like, yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you. So somebody is definitely focusing on like protecting their mental and physical health here. Yeah, so something may have been stressful for you for quite some time. Something with a family. All right, work, family, or family. Y'all know what I'm saying. Family, whatever your definition of family is. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. All right.